Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are checking out Hakos Baelz from Hololive English with her brand new song RRR or RxRxR. I'm not sure how that's supposed to be read, but I'm not sure what this is. But I believe this was for her like birthday or her like birthday performance or something like that. So I'm ready to jump on it. Hope you are all as well. Let's just hit play in 3, 2, 1, play. Oh. Okay. Nice. Okay, already I really like the instrumentation. Got some awesome keys mixed in with some like nice distortion, like wah pedal guitar, it sounds like. I'm not sure if that's a wah pedal or if it's just like with everything in the instrumentation, it kind of creates that effect. But I really like how that little intro segment sounds right there. Ooh. Okay, nice. I really like this tonality we're using for the drums, and we've got a lot of reverberation and echo just around this main vocal here. Nice. All right. That's nice. I like how she keeps repeating the yeah. You can like hear it pitch up as it gets quieter. I really like that right there. Nice. All right. Nice little cut out there. Ooh, I like how she held that out there. That was really nice. It looks like we're getting like a Johnny Silverhand narrative here, and then I like how she like held that out as she got more nasal there and added a bit of like growl into it. Nice. Oh, I see. Rogue Rat Runaway. Nice. I love this instrumentation. I mean, I just this is really satisfying to the ear, and you know there's a bit of suppression in these tracks, right? So like especially not necessarily all of the instrumentation, like those keys are super clean, but for the vocals we do get some suppression here and there, but I mean her voice is relatively uninhibited by that, and especially on those tracks where the suppression really comes out on the vocals, it really plays to the benefit of the song, which I'm very happy about, because it creates this juxtaposition between another vocal track that's taking the center stage of that chorus moment or of that segment, and it's very well mixed. So massive props to whoever's mixing this, and Baelz sounds really nice. I mean, she's putting a lot of power into her voice, which is something I think is in her wheelhouse. That's like her thing. It's just the power and projection she gets into her voice. Because like, I've heard some of her live singing a couple times, I believe, and I noticed like even like. Yeah, I mean, especially live, I feel like she's almost like more powerful live because she just goes all in. Here it's kind of more well mixed and evened out with all of the tracks in the mix, but still, I mean, her voice is super powerful, and it's really fun to hear, especially with a song like this. Okay. Okay. we're kind of pulling out our treble tonalities a bit from the instrumentation, coming back down, going into a digital percussive, and then we're playing more into the digital aspects of our instrumentation, amplifying the suppression a little, maybe a little bit too much on the vocals, but that's fine, because we're kind of going into a rap segment anyway, so it's not inhibiting her voice too much. Okay. Oh, that was really cool. That was if you're not wearing headphones, you might not have got that effect, but that was dynamic. It went from the left to the right, and it like felt in the back of the mix, so you hear that going around. You hear that dynamic. You hear the dynamic sound going from your left channel to the right channel. So that was really nice. I will say we've also got this like. I really like the subtle like underlying vocals that are like supporting it, even if it's like more of kind of a rap-esque segment here. You know, it doesn't lack any of that support or that showcasing that we got before, which is very nice. And honestly, the suppression in the vocal tracks right here, it actually lends itself to that kind of breathiness in the tracks, which also creates another juxtaposition on top of just the entire like switch up instrumentally and stuff. We get another like vocal switch up, so it doesn't sound like she's not necessarily changing with it. It's still very dynamic outside of the effect, the digital effect on her voice. So I'm really liking a lot of these composition choices here. Ooh. No, I really like that. She had like a little bit of like rasp to her voice, and then she shot up high at the end there, and that was really nice. I really love how she projected there. Right there. Nice. Okay. Nice. Nice. Alright. I love how you could hear like hear her diaphragm swell like on some of those parts. Like it's super well projected, and I love when you can kind of like you can tell how much she's putting in, because especially like on this chorus part and on the like build up before then, you get like a back and forth into kind of this like a throat focus kind of like chest voice, and then she like pulses with like this big projection into her voice, and it's very addicting the way she sings. It's a very addictive to hear how she keeps projecting and keeps matching the intensity of the song that keeps pushing. You know, this is a very like there isn't really a big slowdown moment. We did have that switch up with the kind of like rap-esque part, but even then it was still like very demanding, right? It didn't like necessarily slow down all that much in tempo or like intensity really. So, you know, I'm really enjoying how she's just matching the energy, keeping it up. Okay. That was interesting. So you can hear like right before this segment here, the keys, they keep hitting up high. So we kind of get this like teaser of like a boost in our treble tonalities. Then we lead into our effect with like sirens, and then from there we match that with the vocal like quite up high. And then we also put some digital effect on that vocal as well, like a slight megaphone effect, which I think, you know, that lended itself more to the narrative than to like mix awareness. But because we had kind of teased that treble tonality with the keys, just those high pitches as well, and we follow that up with like both that matching on the voice and in our effects with the sirens. I think that was a very smooth transition overall, which was it was a very, very clean. Right here. And then into the siren. And then voice comes up. Okay. Oh. I'm actually gonna pull back a little bit. I want to hear that little transition there again. I really like how she brought it down to like this mellow segment, brought her voice more like softer, and she kind of changed her vocal demeanor there, which was really nice. And right there, you can even hear how she kind of like dips down lower, and she gets like a little more husky with her voice. Which I really like how she pulled that off, and then went straight into that big constriction shooting up high. Nice. Looks like we actually looks like we added another synth track that could have been there before, but I feel like I noticed another synth track like that wasn't a rise, it was actually a descension. So it had like a soft impact, synth impact, and then it descended while she was in between her vocal lines, which was a nice. I think we kind of added that there to kind of create a dynamic and progression for this last chorus here, which was I really enjoy that. Right there. Nice. 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 That was a really, really good. That might be her best song yet. I don't know if she's even. She came out with Psycho. I don't know if she came out with a lot before that, but this is definitely my favorite song from her. This was really, really good. This was phenomenal. Man, that was. This blew me away here because it's not like it's. I mean, there wasn't like an insane amount of like like ingenuity per se in our application of our instrumentation or our vocals necessarily, but it was just very well executed. It was super, super clean. And often I'm really not a big fan of digital effects on vocals, on I really, especially for like VTuber songs, I find that you want the talent to be the showcase, right? So you never want to inhibit the vocals. So seeing the application of these digital effects on her voice without getting in the way, really like blocking her from showing off her vocal demeanors, the intensity of her voice, the way she can project her voice, this was super, super nice. I really, really enjoyed that. And we used like a couple of stutter effects towards the end, which I thought were really clean. They didn't interrupt the voice all that much, and even the time they did, it wasn't like a big moment necessarily. We actually used the stutter effect to build up while we were going up higher and higher, and then we got the Shangri-La. When she said that, we got that pretty clean at the end there, which was a really, really nice way to pull that off. And also, I mean, overall, this is just a very phenomenal showing of not only like how she can project her voice and everything, but the way she matches the instrumentation. I mean, the entire music team did an amazing job here because The instrumentation, it definitely has a few moments where it definitely draws a lot of attention, especially the guitar. I think there were a couple times where I thought the guitar was going to go into a solo, but it didn't. And I was also expecting the keys to kind of take it away into like kind of a break, kind of like a breakaway segment where maybe the drums would pull out a bit and she would kind of pull back, especially for that one segment when she got softer. I was definitely expecting the keys to take over a bit more, but I like that they kept her center stage. They kept Baelz in the spotlight, and she was amazing there. And I'm really really happy with how this was composed overall. So this was a phenomenal piece from Baelz and everyone on her team. This was really really good. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and as always, feel free to recommend more things for me to check out in the comments below. Aside from that, I'll see you all next time. Thank you so much for watching.